welcome back to the show. Today is April 16th, and it's 8:30, and you're locked into Checkin Habs, your up-and-coming Montreal Canadiens hockey podcast. If you bleed bleu, blanc, and rouge, you're in the right place. This is where we break down current topics of the most legendary franchise in NHL history, your Montreal Canadiens. We're talking player performances, trade rumors, prospect updates, line debates, now playoffs, and everything happening around the league that impacts the Habs. We stream live every Thursday at 8:30, so make sure you subscribe, follow, and turn on notifications so you never miss a drop. In the owner's suite, you got yours truly, Mr. Brian. And then tonight's starting line, Steve.
Let's bring it home, baby. Let's bring it home. Is it happening here tonight?
The camera didn't change. These things.
There it is. Yo. We're bringing it home, baby.
The camera doesn't like you, Steve.
Okay.
And next we got Pat.
What's up, guys? Ça sent la coupe.
And we got Tony.
What's up, everybody?
All right. So let's introduce. All right, Knives. Hey, Habs Nation. Let's check in with the Habs. That's a goal horn. All right, let's pull out tonight's topics. All right, let's start off with the first one. Okay. Michael Hage staying in Michigan for another year. Is it the right choice for his long-term growth? Hage has chosen to return to University of Michigan for another NCAA season instead of signing with the Canadiens or joining the AHL in Quebec, in Laval, focusing on continued development. What do you guys think about that? You think it's the right choice? You think he's missing out on an opportunity?
Well, there was a lot of pushback, right? Like, as soon as it was announced, everybody started speculating, was there a problem with Laval, with Montreal? But I love the choice, and after looking into it, I think he did the right move. Before I give my reasons why, what do you guys think? Do you guys think he did a good choice, or you?
Well, what's he doing in the NCAA? What are his stats? He has 13 goals, 39. No, I'm just because we're going to compare the levels. So you got NCAA,
Well,
you got the EHL, and then
goals.
you got the NHL.
Forget about that. The stats. He basically wants to go back another year. Just a quick overlook. He wants to win because they got eliminated in the Frozen Four. Next year is going to be the captain. He's going to be the main guy because he wasn't the main guy this year. So next year is going to be the main guy.
Exactly. But that's my point, is that when you're talking NCAA and then the AHL and NHL, it's completely different tiers. So at the NCAA level, he's playing as a top guy. He's going to be being a top guy. There's no way he's a top guy in the AHL or the NHL next year.
My question is, though, initially, a lot of fans and the public were upset because it was known the Habs wanted him to sign, either with Montreal or with Laval. And at the end of the day, he decided to go back to Michigan.
Yeah, it was his
choice. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think he did a good choice, or you think he should have signed with the Habs and then played with Laval, or either? Or what do you think? He wasn't gonna play. He wasn't gonna play for Montreal in the playoffs because he was hurt. Obviously,
I don't know his reason. I know he decided, and the Habs were behind it. I don't know exactly his reason for wanting to stay in the NCAA, but I like you. I totally agree. I think he's 21.
Oh, he's 19, right, Brian? Can you double check? I think he's 19 years old. 19 or 20.
Yeah, the juniors were. He was there. The juniors, right?
Yeah.
So what? He's gonna get a little.
So this is my perspective on the situation. Montreal wanted him to sign, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's how old, Brian?
20.
20. Excuse me. So Montreal wanted him to sign, but this was known, was discussed to them a while back, but nobody knew his decision until recently when he made his decision the night before.
Mm-hmm.
So it was either Montreal wanted him either on the club and give him an entry level contract in ECL, right?
Mm-hmm.
ELC, sorry, or he plays in Laval. Now, he was, from the situation, because he was hurt, you can clearly tell he was hurt because he didn't play well in the Final Four. Supposedly, he was like 75% healthy. So he was, even if he would have signed with Montreal's, I guess, option was to just keep him around the team, stay with the players, the trainers, train with the team, travel with the team, get to know, get comfortable. But he wasn't going to play in the playoffs, especially if he was hurt. He was not. They were not going to put him in. And eventually, I think next year, Montreal's option was to start him in Laval,
Right.
and then see if he would have been brought up, right?
Yeah.
So I think if his option was to, he knew he was going to be put in Laval. Why play in Laval when you can play in the NCAA?
Yeah.
You're going to be Laval. You're making what, between $60,000 and $80,000 a year, right? You're playing less games in the NCAA. You can also work. You can finish your schooling. You can work a lot more time in the gym, because if you're not, he might be ready skill wise, but physically, he's still got a lot to do in order to be bulked up.
Right.
So he's gonna have a lot more time to work on his physique in the gym and be NHL ready. You understand?
Right.
So that's an upside, and there's this clause where he can make a bonus in the NCAA, some signing bonus. I don't know what it is exactly. I haven't really looked into it, but he can make a big substantial amount of a big payday. So I think that had to do with it. But for development, if he was going to start off in Laval, even if he would have gotten called up, there was no place for him right now on the Habs.
Yeah, exactly.
So if he had to develop, stay in the NCAA, you get to be the guy. You get to play top minutes, because in Laval you're gonna get to play top minutes, but not as much as in the NCAA.
No.
You might play the power play, but you might not play the penalty kill.
NCAA is getting top lines.
He's going to get all top lines. He's going to get all the situations possible. He's going to probably be captain next year. So it's good for his development. I have no problems him playing there.
I agree, Tony.
And Montreal has shown with the other players that decided to play in the NCAA. Look, when Hudson played there and it came to, it's a good development. It's turning into a good development league. So I personally don't have a problem with it, because he's projected to be our top, hopefully a top 6 player, maybe top 9. But he wasn't going to start off as center right away. So, and if right now Montreal doesn't have the place for him, maybe in 2 years down the line, let him develop in where he's more comfortable. Don't push him.
I totally agree, Tony. Don't bring him in. He's not developed yet. You said it before. He needs to gain size to be NHL ready.
Montreal would have brought him in, but it was his choice, right? So I think he made a good choice. It was a smart move. It was a mature move on his part. What do you think, Steve?
I think, there's a big risk, when you're just jumping into the NHL. You get bounced around, man. And mentally, are you ready for this, type of thing? Will you be able to handle, this type of physicality? And I think that, as much as I want him here, I definitely would love to have Hage here, but deep down, you know what? This is such a responsible thing, even from the Montreal Canadiens, to let him have the choice as well. It's such a mature way of dealing with this. And a great, thing that we've pushed when we've rushed so many players in the past. It's amazing to hear that you give them the chance to make their own decision, and on top grow in this in the Michigan way, and take it from there. Let's say.
I don't think it's about rushing him.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel that if he would have, I don't think it would have been a bad thing, but I think to maximize his play and get experience in all different types of situations, he would have got more opportunity in Laval and in college than in Montreal. Montreal would have signed him here. Their plan was to keep developing him in Laval. So I guess at the end of the day, his choice was, okay, if I know I'm going to be in Laval, let me pick Michigan and get another year under my belt and be even more ready next year in the spring when I'm ready to go to the big club, right?
Yeah.
I think that extra year is going to make a big difference. And there's going to be more space. And next year, when he does come up, even though he's going to be very fresh, I think there's going to be more space available for him to play those top 6 minutes and try him out than this year, where Montreal has other players that are taking up positions, taking up spots. Look at the lineup now.
Yeah.
What they're doing, now that they're healthy.
It's juggling.
That's what I think. No, Bri?
Yeah, I agree with everything you say. I think my reasoning is, I think he's having my personal thing. I think he's having fun in college. So another fun, probably like a celebrity there. He's probably going to all the great parties and stuff. So I read he has his brother coming up, so he wants to play with his brother. That's what I heard too. So
I didn't think of that.
Alex H.
Yeah.
So he would like to play with his brother for a year in CJEP. In CJEP, sorry, in college for the Americans.
It's not
At Dawson. He's going to be at Dawson, bro.
Dawson.
That's a good point, actually.
So I think there's some personal reasons as well as thinking professionally. But yeah, I think he's for sure. It's a great opportunity to not be as stressed. Like trying to carve his way into the NHL. He can work out. He could bulk up, get bigger, get some more leadership experience. Like you said, he might even be the captain next year. That's what they're
most
saying.
Probably, I think so. And I just want to be clear. I think the most important thing is that we're debunking the fact that there's an issue. Just because he chose Michigan doesn't mean that automatically he doesn't want to come and play for Montreal. Like Montreal chose him. I thought it was the whole
Eric Lindros situation.
No, everybody jumped to conclusion. Like, why does he want to come? Montreal wants to come. His father was from here. He speaks the language too. He was hoping to get drafted by Montreal because it was his parents' dream. He got drafted by Montreal. There's no issue there. I think he made a smart business decision based on his career, and I think it was the right move. Even if he would have chose Laval I don't think he would have been. He definitely, if he would have signed an entry-level contract, he was not starting with the Canadiens. He's hurt, so that's out of the question. So let's debunk that. There's no issue there.
Also, I also read it does affect the LSC if you stay another year. If you don't sign, you postpone another year from signing, and actually you get more money when you sign the LSC. I mean, that's the reason too.
Not necessarily, because Montreal is gonna burn the first year of his entry level when they sign him. So
next year,
so he's gonna lose a year anyways. So he gets quicker. He gets quicker to his first NHL contract, right? So I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
I don't think. Yeah.
Well, sorry. Yeah, you're right. Doesn't probably change, but you lose a year on the ELC. Oh, you do actually lose a year on the ELC, but it fast tracks you to free agency.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Interesting.
Benoit
Anything
has
else?
some comments, Brian. Maybe we should.
Oh, Benoit. What's up, Benoit? Michigan needed him for their hockey program. Politics. Maybe they don't want to lose a star. Maybe. Porter Martone with Flyers and the Higgins in Boston, both in playoffs, but no Hage.
Mm-hmm.
Well, different teams have different approaches on these players. But
it goes to development. First of all, he's hurt, and second of all, I think is it Porter Martone. This guy they're built differently. He's still. Sometimes you could be a better skilled player than someone else, but your game is there, but physically you're not there. Another player, he's just built better for the NHL, even though his game is not there, and he's NHL ready because he's got the size, he's got the physique. Everyone's different. Like
it is different.
He scored a goal against the Habs, no? Porter Martone.
Porter Martone. Yeah.
There's no exact formula that everyone can follow.
We can't see in a year or two from now. It's like Higgins. I'm happy that he's with Boston, but we don't know if a year is it going to be. Was it too rushed? Then we've heard stories with the Canadiens, other teams where they rush players. Then they're underdeveloped. Their size is not ready. Their speed is not ready. They're just not ready to play the game for the NHL. Yeah, good example. And now look, like you see how the guy evolved. Like he evolved slowly over the years, and now he's a completely different player. Still not the best player because he didn't progress the way he should have. But he's not the player that he used to be with the Canadiens. And you're like, fuck. Maybe if they would have just developed the player a bit differently from the start, keep him an extra year, not keep him in the AHL. I think in this case, in Hage, keep him at the NCAA. Like I think you were saying, he looks like a superstar. He feels like a superstar. Let him get that confidence. You were saying, let him build the size. Now we're talking about physicality. Not only is he building physicality, he's going to be playing power play minutes a lot more in the NCAA versus the AHL. Forget about the NHL, but the AHL and the NCAA, two different games for Hage. He's going to be playing two complete. He's going to be playing top 6 in the AHL. Maybe not even. So why sit him on the bench when the guy could be fucking rocking like a superstar?
He's going to be playing top 6 minutes in the NHL and AHL for sure. It's just that you're in a professional league now, right? You're playing the pros, the semi-pros. Like, he'll play top 6 minutes. He'll probably play the first or second unit of the power play. But maybe that's it, But he'll get 25, 26 minutes a game versus the college. He'll get that. Plus, he can, if he wants defensive minutes too, because he's a center, he'll get that. If he wants anything else,
gets anything.
Defensive zone faceoffs, he'll get that. Like, he'll get a lot more ice time than he would in the AHL. The only thing I don't agree with is I don't think it's politics. I don't think it has to do with him being forced by Michigan. This was all his decision. Him, his family, and his agent. Because if that was the case, then Montreal would have forced his hand. Montreal said, these are your options. This is what we would like you to do. At the end of the day, it's your decision, and we're happy with whatever decision. Montreal's all worried because as much as they want him in his in their backyard to keep an eye on him and to make sure he's developing right, they don't have a place for him right now.
No.
So I think it's a good idea.
Benoit Etier. Hey guys, great comments as usual. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
Benoit.
I appreciate it very much.
That's good, bud.
Thank you for tuning in.
We move on to any last words on the Hage? Everyone's good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on.
Yep.
Turn the pay on Hage.
How did Reinbacher looked in the last 2 games he played so far? How does Dobson's injury impact the overall situation? So Reinbacher, he looked good. He looked strong. He got an assist. He actually helped the assist for Suzuki's 100 points, so that was pretty special for him.
Yeah.
And he's huge. He looks big. Like, obviously on the ice compared to the Habs, he looks like a big guy. What do you guys think of his playing?
Well, the call-up came at the right time, and I think it had nothing to do with the injury because they had notified him that he was getting called up because eventually they wanted to showcase him before the end of the season anyway, so they had intentions of bringing up. Unfortunately, Dobson got hurt, so it worked out. So they called him up regardless, but it put a bit of a sour note in Montreal because they wanted to showcase him with no pressure. Now there's a little bit more pressure on the guy, because now you lost a critical player on your defensive core, one of your top pairing defensemen, and he's a right defenseman on top of that. So now you had to.
Luckily, you replaced him with a right.
Yeah,
luckily. So,
but you had
there's no effect
the
on that.
last 2 games. You had Enstrom and Reinbacher both in the lineup, which is not something you wanted ideally, but whatever.
But going forward, do you keep Enstrom and Reinbacher?
Yes.
You would? I say no on the Enstrom. You would keep Enstrom and Reinbacher going forward.
Unless you really need Jack-Eye, I think so.
You don't think Jack-Eye has a role right now?
We're going to discuss this when we do the preview later for the playoffs. But you need to maximize your talent against. My opinion.
Listen, I mean, I don't know what the extent of Dobson's injury is, but
he broke his left thumb.
Exactly. So from what I hear, it could be 4 to 6 weeks.
They're going to reevaluate him in 2 weeks, so in a week and a half, and see how he's doing.
Yeah.
I guarantee he's going to come in with a broken thumb and play.
Exactly. Well, listen, all I know is that
unless they win,
it really shows the importance of Dobson as a player when he's not there. And
great point, Steve.
Yeah, like, it shows that this guy he's so essential to our team. Like he's a missing piece that you thought you can't see him. Kind of thing. You think. Yeah, he's good, but
he's not flash. He's not scoring goals.
Yeah,
and stuff, but still,
everybody was shitting on Dobson and Madison all throughout the season when they would make mistakes. Look, they were both out of the lineup last game, and you see the difference on how the defense was struggling. Man, these guys are vital to the core of the defense. Like now, people understand.
No, that's important for sure. So now, do I like Reinbacher? I love this guy for sure. Do I think that his play is it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good in the future, and it's pretty solid at the moment. But it doesn't take much, as a defense to mess things up pretty fast.
The problem I don't think is what his play is, because he's been playing fantastic since Laval for a while now. is that you wanted to bring him up with no pressure, and now you have to rely more on a rookie who has no experience in the playoffs. Like I don't have an issue with it because I think he's gonna be fine. But still, when you're weighing players on your team that have no experience versus a Tampa Bay team with a lot of veterans, even though you might have the edge somewhere, like Reinbacher might have the edge in some of the defenses, not all. Still, it's still a disadvantage because he's new, he's fresh. It's a big risk, but you have to deal with it. So maximize on your talent. That's what I say.
He's been in the HL for what, 2-3 seasons? Been there for a while, no?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but he's been hurt. He took a few steps. Yeah, he's been hurt. Well, this year was his first season where he wasn't. Yeah,
he had a good season too.
Yeah,
he had a decent season in the AHL.
Yeah, and last year he did half a season. So a season and a half, solid season.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I wasn't as worried if Dobson would have been out, but now that he's out, it's a little bit more worrisome. This is why I said, guys, because Montreal didn't make a move at the trade deadline for some depth, I would have preferred to face a team like Buffalo in the first round, who has no experience in their younger team, than a powerhouse like Tampa Bay, man.
So we're still talking about Tampa, right? Later, so
yeah,
let's keep it.
No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, I hear you.
Dobson, it hits us hard.
We'll talk about Tampa. We'll talk about that. Those jerks.
Do you guys know the story of Matheson? How long they're saying he's gonna be out?
He's not out.
Didn't you just say he was out before?
They sat him last game to rest. They
just sat him. Okay. I thought.
But I'm just saying, you saw Dobson is out, and they sat out Matheson, and you saw the difference it made on the blue line with both those players out of the lineup. That's what I was trying to get.
Important.
Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah, because I was shocked. I was trying to Google Matheson injury. I didn't know you guys.
No, he's not injured.
When you said he was out, I thought you meant he got injured.
They rested him last game.
Yeah. Got it.
They rested him, Gooley, and who else did they do? I can't remember. One more person.
Gallagher?
No, Gallagher played.
Gallagher played. Yeah,
Anderson, I think.
Anderson, Josh Anderson.
Anderson, that's it. That was a good player.
And Furio's back. Montreal will either lose in 5 or win in 6. We're going to get to that, I think.
Yeah, we're going to get to that.
Mm-hmm.
His play on Newhook's goal illustrates exactly his potential. I agree, Benoit.
Yep.
That was a nice setup. That was all Reinbacher.
Yeah.
I'd agree. But before we move on, just to continue off Reinbacher, after his presence, do you keep him from game 1?
Yeah,
he plays game 1?
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's no choice.
So you're playing like no choice. You're not like going in with strategy. You're just like hope he plays good.
But yeah, you have to play him. Yeah.
You need that right. You need.
Yeah, I play him. Yeah.
Because you have to, or do you think he deserves? He earned it.
Well,
it's a bit of both.
If Carrier comes,
kind of like no choice.
If Carrier comes in, then consider either Reinbacher or Enstrom. But they're gonna play. They're gonna be playing. Sure.
And I've seen him get pretty physical in the AHL.
Reinbacher?
Yeah. He's solid.
He doesn't normally get. He's very he's a safe player. I find he's very cautious.
Yeah.
He's more defensive, and he does a lot of he doesn't take big risk plays. It's very quick and go, very smart passing, but nothing risky. I don't see him. Yeah, he's a very solid. I don't see him risky playing. Lane Hudson. You're ooh. See a lot of risks.
He's not an offensive juggernaut.
No,
that's for
he's
sure.
not. He's not. So it's a different contrast. Maybe it's a good positive outlook that Habs.
Yin and yang.
I'm not saying he's him, but it's more of the style of Andrei Markov. Andrei Markov was offensive, very offensive, but you had that. He was very defensively. He was very structured. He was very lead back. He knew when to go up and you knew when to stay back, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He's got a bit of that. I'm not saying he's Andrei Markov. I'm just giving you an example.
He's very cautious. He's completely aware of that, and you see that in his game where he won't pinch too much. He stays very behind the circle, behind.
He keeps his composure.
He very keeps it.
keeps his composure, keeps being sound.
I wonder if it's because he's fresh, he's nervous, or
he doesn't want to make mistakes too.
No, he doesn't look nervous to me on days. He looks composed on it.
Yeah.
I see no nervousness from him.
This guy, isn't he Swiss? Isn't he like chocolate and shit? Sweet as chocolate.
Yeah.
He's from Austria.
Is he from Austria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They make good chocolate too. All right.
He's only 6'2". He felt bigger, but I guess Montreal's short. He's felt
Move on to the next.
Yeah, before we go.
Yeah, the comments.
Imferio, they need to play Reinbacher. Yeah, we agree. I think we all agree that.
Yeah.
Benoit says it covers a lot of ice. He covers a lot of ice.
Yeah, he's a good
Yeah.
skater.
He
Yeah.
And Imferio, Reinbacher adds a right-handed D.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
So does
Definitely.
Edstrom.
Top point, yeah.
But Edstrom's a left playing on the right.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. All right, before we move on, if you're enjoying the show so far, guys, don't forget to hit subscribe and like. And make sure you schedule a reminder for every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. so you never miss an episode. All right, so let's talk about Crosby. Is a move for Crosby still possible next season, or is that window officially closed? All season long, there's been speculation about whether Crosby might be traded or whether the Canadiens would pursue him. But the Penguins made the playoffs and shut down all the rumors. So that's it. He's done. He's not going anywhere. What do you think?
What do you guys think?
Dude,
I have an
heard this
opinion on this.
fucking question for the past 10 years. When is Crosby going to Montreal? Is he coming for the past 10 years? Every year, it's the same question. Same trade deadline question. Is he coming? Is he coming?
No, this
Next
year
year's
was
the year.
No, I
This
know.
year was the year.
I know. But is he coming? What do I think? I'll start it off. I think, and I heard it somewhere, it's not my take, and it's true, Crosby is an old school guy. He plays with his shoulder pads from the juniors. He keeps everything to the core, doesn't change it, off track. He's a pen for life. However, anything can happen in hockey. I think if something were to happen where Canadians were in a situation where they were more obvious than this year, more of a top contender team for the cup, and it was an obvious take on it, I think there would be a chance, but he wouldn't retire as a Canadian. He would definitely go back to the Pens as one last year.
Yeah,
Do
we're
one
not debating
game,
that. We're just saying if.
but- It's very, very unlikely that would happen. I think he's a pen for life.
Mm.
I really do.
Steve?
Yeah, I mean, more and more, it's going to be weird to see Crosby, if it would ever happen, in another jersey, honestly. It's going to be hard to see him, as much as I'd want him to be freaking a Habs guy, but...
He's going to always look... You're always going to look like Gretzky in the Blues, St. Louis Blues jersey. He just looks weird. Maybe it's the same thing. It'll be...
That was a
Crosby
disaster.
so long.
St. Louis Blues. That was a disaster.
Yeah.
But he just looked odd. He just looked... and I think it will feel odd seeing...
Not as odd as a Coyotes coach.
So,
That was even weird.
Well, Brodeur as a St. Louis, isn't that weird too?
Yeah.
That was weird.
Yeah.
this is my perspective on the situation. I think Crosby wants to stay with Pittsburgh. It's his number one priority. He's been there all his career.
Mm.
But even his agent said Crosby needs to be playing playoff hockey, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the way the Penguins are going last year and the beginning of the year, there was a lot of talk because if the Penguins were by trade deadline, there was a good possibility if they weren't in the playoff picture, there was a good possibility they were going to consider moving him, right?
Yeah.
Man, did they pull a push or what with all the veterans on that team?
Yep.
They freaking made the playoffs. I couldn't believe it. Man, these guys, Malkin, Letang, Crosby, man, they were flying,
Yeah.
and they made it. Like, kudos to them. They did a very good job. Even management, they gave them all the support they need. So I think that window, that discussion is officially closed now. Now for next year, in regards, depending on how they do in the playoffs, I think that window is going to continue to be closed. I think Crosby, because he's going to have one more year on his contract. Mm-hmm. I think Crosby is going to base his decision on Malkin and what Malkin does on the offseason next year. If he decides to resign with Pittsburgh or not. If he does, I think Crosby's staying in Pittsburgh regardless. If Malkin decides, you know what, I'm gonna get traded, and depending on how Pittsburgh does next year, I think there's a good possibility we might have this discussion again. I don't know if he'll be a fit as much as it would have been a fit this year with Montreal. Let's see what they do in the offseason, because I'm expecting Montreal to do something substantial in the summer before July 1st or on July 1st, like they did this year with Noah Dobson. So if they do something, because Michael Age is not going to be there, they need to do something on that second line for Demidov. They can't be rotating 2-3 players every other game and trying so
Yeah, they got to solidify.
So we'll see. So like I said it last time, maybe we upgrade from 87 to 97. Who knows? That's a possibility.
Here we go.
I can't wait. Can't wait,
Guys,
eh?
it's not out of the question.
Yeah.
And Montreal can afford it. I'm telling you.
Can't wait, eh? When Gary Bettman is get on that stage, we have a trade to announce. The Montreal Canadiens trade the whole team for freaking
Pretty much. They would have to trade the whole team.
McDavid.
No, but let's not talk. Let's not get into the McDavid conversation. In regards to Crosby, I think that window's closed, and the possibility for next year is very slim, unless there's it depends on what Malkin does, because it's going to be his last year of his contract, right? So there's going to be a lot of factors in play next year. We'll see if that window reopens next year. That's my take on it.
Furio agrees. He retires in Pittsburgh.
Yes, I think so.
Crosby would only play in Montreal if he retired in Pittsburgh and came out of retirement 2 years 2 years from now.
Guys, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying Montreal's going to deliberately try to pursue him. I say if there's a window open where Pittsburgh is willing to trade him and there's teams interested, Montreal would put themselves in contention to try and get him. I'm not saying that he has to go directly to Montreal. There's going to be multiple teams. He's going to have a choice. Who knows if he's going to decide to go to Montreal? But if the window opens and he wants to get moved, it's not going to be just to Montreal. The opportunity will be available for multiple teams. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, makes sense. You know who killed it, eh? In the Pens this year, Anthony Manta. He had a solid season. This guy.
He's from Montreal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, he's been a little bit all over the place, eh? I forget, it was Detroit.
It started with Detroit,
Washington, and recently in Penguins, and it's his first over 30 goals for the season. Yeah,
he's always been a good player.
Yeah.
I like Manta.
Yeah, me too. He's actually, well, he was. I had a neighbor. It was her grandson. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I had a guy who went to school. It was his best friend that he grew up playing hockey with, and Manta went one way, and he just stayed in the juniors. the whole
Oh,
time.
you guys are comparing stories. Oh, how
Aw, it's cute, eh?
I wish I had something smart to say to me.
Yeah.
You guys bust all the time. I can bust.
All right, I'll give you that one.
Well, listen. We were just cuddling, me and her grandmother, and she just let me know.
Hey, that's a little bit too much information.
Speaking of 97 and 87, what about Mr. Number 8?
Yeah, what
We
about
took
it?
Montreal.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good
He still
one.
wants to play another 1 or 2 years.
2 years, he said. He's coming back for 2 more years.
I knew it. The moment he waved them off the ice the other night.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
He's coming back.
But I think he always said it. He's not a guy that likes that the spotlight, handshakes, and he doesn't like that shit. Even though he's the first one to fucking do it to other teams. Notice who did he do it to? Kopitar.
Kopitar?
No, he did it to Fleury.
Fleury.
He told everyone to get out from get back on the ice and shake his hand.
Fleury. Yeah.
Well, the one I saw.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy.
He's a good. You see what? Who was it? The face-off circle when he gave it to him.
Yeah, they
against,
deliberately got waved off so him and Crosby can face off.
Face off.
That was nice.
That was cute.
Cute, huh?
That's so cute, huh, Tony?
That's so adorable.
Did it make you happy when you saw that? Did you smile?
Guy Lafleur did it. That's Ontario.
He also fucking smoked cigarettes between periods.
Yeah.
And beers, drank beers.
You know what the reference is? Leffler did it.
He was.
I think it was referencing what you were saying.
Yeah,
Brian.
coming back.
What
After
the
2
comment
years.
you made.
Retiring from the Montreal and going to Quebec.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it for Sid the Kid.
That's it for Sid the Kid.
I kept
What'd you do?
a topic from last week. Okay, we're skipping that.
I was wondering.
The
I was
Calder
like,
last
like,
week.
you guys are adding topics on me? What?
No, that's
What else?
Brian
I thought we
edited
covered
the
this.
list incorrectly. It's okay.
You guys
It
want to come
happens.
back? I was like, all right, I'll go on the fly with this one too.
You're so screwed later. It's good. It's
You
good.
guys are still putting me on the spot. So, Pat, what do you think?
Give me 3 words.
Give me 3 words.
Go ahead, Brian.
All right. Who should be considered the favorite? And what factors could ultimately decide the series? A look ahead, the first round matchup focusing on strengths, key players, and what Montreal must do to challenge Tampa Bay. All right. So where does Montreal have Tampa?
Where does
Well, they're not the
Montreal-
favorite, that's for sure.
No, not on paper. But can we get
Tampa's
one
the
thing out
favorite
of
for
it?
sure. Yeah, Tampa's the
paper.
favorite for sure.
But the biggest factor that I see in this Tampa Montreal factor is Hedman playing.
He's not
This
playing
is
right
the
now.
first question that needs to be discussed. And once we can discuss that, we can go forward with how we're going to attack the game 1, game 2, game
Right
3,
now,
game
he's
4.
not playing.
I see, either they win in 5, they lose in 6. We can predict all night, but if Hedman plays game 1, it's a totally different game than if he's not playing.
Yeah, he's the quarterback of the team. So
He's not playing.
So he's not playing?
I don't think so. I don't.
He's not playing what?
I don't think he's gonna come in. Maybe he's gonna come in halfway through the. I don't see him
First
coming
round? You think he's going to come in halfway?
in. Maybe I don't. Right. There's nothing that tells me he's gonna be starting the playoffs. I don't see it. There's an issue there. It's personal. They haven't hinted on anything that he might come back. He's out and that's it. There's no traction. There's nothing. He's not starting the playoffs. That's a good thing. And like every other series in the first round in the East specifically,
Mm-hmm.
I think this series is just like most series. I think because great matchups all throughout the board is going 6 or 7. Montreal, Tampa, 6 or 7 for sure.
Yep.
It's not. Both teams are stacked, talent-wise. It's not going under that. I don't think.
I agree.
Unless injuries or something weird, I don't see it going anywhere else. This is why I think Montreal, because they're so inexperienced, they need to go in full-fledged talent and speed and play their game.
Put shots on.
Yeah, because on center ice they're getting killed. Sorelli, Point, Gourde, and Paul. They're strong down the middle, all 4 lines. That's a big difference. Montreal, they're heavy on their top 6.
Yeah,
they're top 6 heavy. That's about it. So they're role players. They gotta help out.
Yeah.
If we can get scoring, and we can get consistent hockey and strong defensive play from their bottom 6, we got a series.
No, you're right, Tony. Tampa's a big goal scoring team. They got 3 players over 30 goals.
Yeah,
You got Hagel, Gunsel, and Cooch.
Yeah.
I mean, they're coming firing from everywhere. I think they got 4 or 5 players above 70 points, or it's. They're just, and this is not with Hedman around. Hedman's not the quarterback behind all this.
And
right
you
now.
said on paper they're a better team. You're right. On paper they're also a better team goaltender wise. But
Absolutely.
Montreal right now has better goaltending than them because Vasilevsky is not playing well. You know?
No, you're right.
So that's another thing that they have.
While
for them.
Dobesh has been climbing, Vasilevsky's been kind of skidding. He's been skidding, and not
He's
just
just been
skidding.
playing bad
skidding.
lately, yeah.
I'm not saying he's been losing the matches, but I was watching Tampa's last matches against Boston. Yeah, they've been winning, but they've been winning by 1 goal. It's nothing impressive. Detroit, they won in by 1 goal in overtime against Detroit. They beat Boston by 1 goal in their last game. They're skidding with Vasilevsky. I think right now, Dobesh, if he continues his momentum run, he can carry this early, but like you said, they got to come in with speed. They got to come in fighting quickly. If Hedman's not in, they might have a chance at this. They might have a crack. I also got to add the fact that while Tampa is very strong on their goal scoring, if Montreal can add that depth from their second, third, fourth line, go get that extra depth. Not in every game, but Susie and Cole are not going to do it every game. Demi and stuff.
That line is powerful, man.
They're not going to do it every.
Line,
they're not going to do it every game, and don't expect them to do it. That's the key: is don't expect them to do it in every game. Have the other guys step up.
You need support.
You need the support. You need the depth. Mm-hmm. If Montreal can do that, that's another key of winning this series against Tampa Bay.
Let me ask you another question, guys. So I was going to ask you this night, but this afternoon they announced who's probably going to start tomorrow. So it looks like Veleno and Gallagher are sitting, and it's going to be Texier and Doc in, and Bolduc. So because we're always basing the lineup on those 5 players, right? Bolduc, Texier, Doc, Gallagher, and Veleno, right? So it looks like it's Veleno and Gallagher out. I can't believe it.
I can't believe that.
I can't believe it. So, which is telling me exactly what I've been saying. I think Montreal is going to try to control the game with their talent and their speed, and hopefully maintain like they did the last 2 games when they played Tampa. I just don't see. This is why the last few games he was playing around with that second line,
Mm-hmm.
So let's hope Texier, though, can do something on that second line, because he's inconsistent. Because it looked like he was slotted to play on that second line with Newhook and the Demidov,
mm-hmm.
and Kapanen was brought down to the third with Bolduc and Doc, I think. And then you had Dano, Anderson, and
Evans.
Evans.
Yeah.
No, Evans is on. Yeah. I think Evans is on the third, and I think Evans is on the fourth. Yeah,
he was on the fourth. He scored on the fourth.
On the fourth. I think Evans is on the third, and Bolduc is on the fourth line, something like that. Anyways, something along those lines. So, what do you guys think of having Veleno and Gallagher? Gallagher, I'm surprised.
I'm surprised about
because I thought they would have played him,
yeah.
but I understand. I just don't know why they're not playing Veleno.
We called the Gallagher situation. We said it. Give him rest. I think I even said
I was expecting
keep him out the whole season. You said they're going to bring him back for 1 game. What did they do? They brought him back for 1 game, and the guy he shined.
I think they were trying to get him ready for the
playoffs. But
for sure, I thought they were starting him for the playoffs. But it looks like they have different plans. I don't have a problem with it. I just figured give him the opportunity on that game 1 at least, right?
Yeah.
No, what do you think, Steve?
Oh, it's disappointing that Gallagher's not going to be on, honestly. If you ask me, then of course Veleno is going to be, a type of player that you'll need against the very responsible and efficient. He'll be efficient, but I don't know. It could work out, this strategy. They're not stupid either. I'm sure that they have their reasons, and we'll see how this works out.
They're going offensive heavy. That's what I think.
Yeah.
People also
I just want to hit the chats before they're getting up here. Last Hudson is our secret weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That's from Ben Whitier. Montreal is much deeper in goaltending depth. That's from Inferio. Benoit says Anderson always on Kucherov shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Benoit also says Bolduc and Kapanen have a good opportunity to rise in playoffs.
I agree with that.
Yeah. And Inferio Gallagher will play in game 2. Rest him up another game.
I agree with that as well.
So
I was going to make a comment about Doc, because people were bitching about the last game. Guy, since he came back, he hasn't shown anything. But I just want to scratch that last game for the Canadiens. Nobody wants to get hurt the last game before the playoffs. So I don't want to put too much emphasis on how they played players on that last game. So they really didn't put an effort.
Yeah, well, you saw Philly. Philly just came off that huge win the game before. They got into the playoffs.
Look at the team
they're on
iced.
fire. They're
it was an AHL team.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah. So they're just pumped. So it was, it's okay. They're riding the wave, and Montreal is just sitting back.
The advantage is they're healthy. So if one guy is not doing it, Game 2, it doesn't take much to switch it up. You know, same thing with goaltending. If Dobash for some reason falters, I have no problem putting in Fowler.
Mm-hmm.
Now, talking about the goalies, this last point, do you see Montreal splitting the games like they were in the? It's a possibility. Boston did it. That was not last year.
Yeah.
Boston did it.
Before,
they were 2 years ago. They were
Before
going.
Tuca left.
No, they did it with
Hallmark and Swimmer.
I mean, after Tuca left with Hallmark and Swimmen. Yeah.
2 years ago, they were going back and forth.
Yeah.
You see,
It was 50-50.
do you see him playing a game 1
With
and
Fowler?
then Fowler playing game 2, Mr. Florida in his hometown, right? I can see that happening.
Well, it depends if Dobish comes on strong.
That's it. If he comes on strong, why would you sit him?
Why would you sit him?
No, you can't sit a goalie in the playoffs if he's strong.
It's not just to sit in order not to sit
I
Fowler.
get it, to
and
give him
play
a
both
break, but
No, but go with two goalies. It's a strategy. There's nothing wrong with it. It's being seen more and more often now in the NHL.
Wait a sec though. Like Fowler he's from Florida?
Yeah.
I thought he was from Boston. No?
He played in Boston.
Oh, okay. Okay, I didn't know that.
In university.
Yeah, okay, then that's why I get confused. Okay.
Yeah, he's from Florida.
I see. Where in Florida? Miami, baby. Where's
I don't know. Probably
Melbourne, Florida.
Melbourne. Yeah.
Okay. The other Miami.
He's a Florida boy. Yeah.
So it says there Tampa Bay is 82.75% penalty kill. Wow. that's gonna be tough. So power plays are gonna be not
Montreal needs to win. Needs to make sure they dominate on 5-on-5 and not get into penalty trouble, because they're gonna get killed in the playoffs. Tampa's a monster, man, in the playoffs. Like I'm telling you.
yeah, they have the experience. Got that experience.
Guys, Buffalo's playing fucking Boston.
But if you
Watch
can
them
get
lose.
past Tampa, aren't you breathing better?
Yeah, once we pass Tampa, that's like
So aren't you better off to face a hard team early on? You're riding that momentum, and just if you win, you get past
all
them.
that
If you
confidence.
lose, well, exactly.
I know, but
You've
it's
got
so
this.
hard to, especially a team like
get 'em out of the way.
Montreal. It's so hard. It's not expected for them to go all the way. You know, I'll get an easier matchup. Get to the second round. Get that experience you need for when that window actually opens. But if Montreal beats Tampa,
You still got to go through the Bruins.
they have
after.
a good chance of going to the Eastern Finals.
You're gonna have to go through the Bruins after.
we're gonna have some good talks if the Habs and the Bruins meet up. We're gonna have
the
some
Bruins
good talks.
and the
here,
Habs. This is gonna be good.
I don't see the Bruins doing anything crazy.
You watch your mouth.
Sorry, Pat.
You know, in the old format of the playoffs, Montreal and Bruins should have played each other.
Yeah.
In the old
Montreal
format.
would have finished third, and Boston would have finished
fourth and fifth, no?
No, but no. Montreal would have played. Montreal would have finished third, and they would have played seventh. Who would have finished seventh in the standings right now? I can't remember. In the old playoffs, they would have played
Points 92.
seventh.
Minutes.
They would have played
Blue Jackets would have been out. Red Wings are out.
Sabres, Lightning, Canadiens, Bruins, Senators, Hurricanes, Penguins. Penguins had how many points?
96,
92
90.
versus 92. Yeah, they would have played. Pittsburgh probably. Because Hurricanes finished the top, right? The Hurricanes play 8, which would have been who finished 8? Senators, right?
Yeah.
So Hurricanes played that, and Sabres played. Yeah, so Montreal would have played Pittsburgh. Montreal would have played Pittsburgh on the old. The old
standings, the old format.
No, Pittsburgh would have finished. Is it Sabres? Carolina Sabres 1-2, right? Then it's the Lightning, right? And Montreal would have finished fourth, right?
Yep.
Yeah, fourth.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Montreal would have played Boston.
Boston, yeah,
yes.
exactly.
Montreal played Boston. My mistake. I apologize. Yes, you're right. Montreal would have played Boston. Montreal would have played Boston.
Yeah. You want to say it one more time?
Just say
Half an hour later.
no. Oh, yeah, you're
A little
right.
confusion there.
Let's go to the comments. I like Imperial's comments. Boston will beat Buffalo. Thank you.
Yeah.
I think
We got
that's
some
a
fans
I
in the
think
chat
and
room.
Ferro, did you make a mistake? Did you is there a
you
typo?
Guys,
Autocorrect?
you know where we're gonna see the biggest upset? Ottawa. Ottawa over Carolina.
Yeah, people say Ottawa's like a little sleeper. Ottawa's
No, I'm telling you, Carolina's not
I'm
not a
worried about
physical
Carolina,
team. I'm telling you, they're gonna beat them. They're gonna beat Carolina.
No, we forgot about Simoyor. Simoyor says hi.
Yo,
Elbows
what's
up.
up?
Montreal in 6. Boston won't be there.
You watch your mouth.
Oh, shots fired.
That's the only series I'm up and down about. Boston Sabres. I can see them
Yeah.
beating the Sabres, but I'm iffy about that one.
And Ferrier says Boston in 6. There you
Let's go.
Guys, we should do
Yeah,
a
it won't
little
be an
poll.
easy one. It won't be easy for Buffalo, but I call 6 games.
And man,
I call 7 games for Montreal.
Montreal, Tampa, 7 games. Ooh, they're gonna be
That's gonna be-
tired.
They're gonna be exhausted after that, man.
6 or 7 for sure. I'm 6, 7.
6, 7.
Yeah, it's
Tony's kids just went crazy.
It's the guys. They're saying it's the most enticing, most interesting matchup of the East or of the series. That and the Dallas series, Montreal, Tampa, and Dallas, Minnesota.
Really?
that's
what
a big.
seriously?
It's a big series.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huge.
Yeah, it's 2 interesting series. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Before we do, guys, if you're digging what we're doing here, drop us a line in the comments or in the chat. You guys have been pretty active. Good. And let me remind you, we're live every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. East. And hey, don't keep it to yourself. Share with your fellows, share with your neighbors, share with your grandma. Let everyone know. All right. Next topic. Talking about Lane Hudson. So I got 5 stats that prove Hudson is the new Larry Robinson. Lane Hudson is officially a superstar. He's not just a prospect anymore. He is the engine of the entire defense team. He's so good that he's being compared to one of the Montreal's greatest defenders in the history. People say he was too small, but now he's reaching Larry Robinson heights. Here are 5 reasons he's the new Larry Robinson. Let me know. I'm going to go each one and let me know what you guys think. He's averaging 27.5 minutes per game. What do you guys think about that?
Well, your top defenseman is always gonna average big minutes,
No matter what.
No matter what. But for his size, his stature, it's surprising. But the way he moves, and he could do it. So that's not surprising. Whether you're Larry Robinson,
It's not surprising.
caliber, but you're gonna. Matheson all year has been playing 28, 29 minutes, sometimes 30, right? So
Yeah.
So-
Whether you're good or not, the top defenseman is going to be putting in those minutes regardless. It's the game that's being played today.
yeah.
He hit 66 assists, tying Robinson's mark from 1970s.
He passed it. They took it away from him.
That's true, eh? They did, eh?
Yeah, because it was tipped.
It
It was
an
tipped.
extra touch.
Yeah.
Ah.
So he lost the secondary assist.
Yeah.
That's a big mark. And even though he didn't pass it, that's an exceptional stat. Fantastic stat. Yes, I agree with you on that.
He hit 66 assists. Well, did he hit it 66?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he
yeah.
hit it 66.
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
67 would have beat the
That would have
record.
been 67. Okay, but he hit 66.
I
66.
knew you were
It's
going
back.
to
It's
He
back.
hit.
Jesus, I'm going to slap you.
He hit 66 assists, but on his second year, he totally skipped the sophomore slump. You don't usually
Skipped. He freaking destroyed it. He
But I
killed
mean, he
it.
skipped it like he didn't go through the.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, not only skipped it, he put it to shame. It's horrible. He's fantastic.
This guy, eh? Like, he doesn't lace his skates at all, this guy. Eh? He doesn't even, like... I don't think he even should have skates next year. He just run on the ice or something. This guy's amazing.
Yeah,
No, he's really something else.
that's a good stat, Brett.
he's not a big guy, right? Compared to Laurie Robinson, he was huge,
6'4".
Laurie Robinson, right?
Short, very short.
But he uses low center of gravity to outmuscle players 50 pounds heavier than he is in the corners. That's pretty impressive for a defenseman that size. He gives a good.
Yeah, his puck
Run for the
handling
money
is
in
not
the
the
corners.
same.
It's the way he cuts
Yeah.
the ice and the way he's shifty. He's very shifty. Like it's
He's
hard
like
to move.
shifty.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah, it's hard to
it's
keep
hard
up
to
with
do
him.
that. Especially
He's agile.
he utilizes his low center of gravity, his great skating ability, and the way he's able to shift and cut the ice. It's hard to keep up with him. And if you try to grab him, you're gonna draw a penalty, and he does that. He draws penalties.
Yeah.
Plus, he's very talented. So like he utilizes all the stuff that he lacks in not being big and not being physical. He makes up with it with all those other skills for sure.
And another one, he reached 75 total points, making him the highest scoring Habs defender in 35 years.
Yeah. I agree.
So when they compare him to a great legend like Larry Robinson, it's not. There is something there. There is something.
Well, he's also being compared not only to the greatest in Montreal, but the greatest in the leagues. He's been every game in the last 2 years since he came into the league. He's been breaking NHL records and Montreal Canadiens records consistently. So, and he's going to continue to do that on the pace he's going. So,
What do you guys think in the chat? Inferio, Lane Hudson will keep getting better. That will scare other teams.
Yeah.
Unless something like he gets hurt or something. But unless he gets hurt or something, he's just gonna get better. He didn't even hit his prime yet. He's already.
no, he didn't hit his prime yet. He's still young. This is one of the reasons why maybe he wasn't chosen for USA, because he's a lot younger than Hughes, right? So, he's still young. He's in his sophomore year. So imagine when he's a little bit more seasoned and he's more of a veteran and he's going into that prime of his career. He's going to be untouchable. He's a fantastic defenseman.
And he's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
Just fun to watch.
You know, the only downside, Brian, is that as great as he is, so many good defensemen coming up now. Like, there's so much competition.
Mm-hmm.
Not only you have like the cream of the crop with Cale Makar, but then you have Jack, you have Hughes, right? Quentin Hughes,
Schaefer.
and now Schaefer.
Schaefer's
Phenomenal. Like and the other we can name so many other defensemen, but like there's a lot right there. Rowensky,
Sure.
So
Yeah. Look at Bryce Pickford there.
Bryce Pickford. Yeah.
He's going to be an interesting, D for us if he's this offensive. Gosh, imagine.
Let's see how he
what
pans
type of I don't know. Is he a lefty or a righty? This guy, I don't know, but it's irrelevant. Honestly, he's amazing.
He's a switch hitter.
Ben Benoit, Hudson incarnates Habs' identity.
Mm-hmm. G.C. Melora there, he says he has to be careful. Target on his back. Yeah, that's true.
So,
one day, man.
ideally in the next 2 years, who I see Hudson really being paired with as a decor,
Let's hear it, man.
Ryan Backer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the ideal matchup that I
Good
see.
offset.
He can play on his right, on his
Yeah,
left.
on the right.
Ryan Backer plays on the right.
Mhm.
They complement each other,
Okay.
and
He's a
put
righty.
everyone else in. Matheson can play with Dobson. Gooley can play with whoever who happens to be there.
You got two guys that agreed with you, Benoit and Inferio.
What did he say?
Both Ryan Backer,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that's a very
It
good
makes
call, boys.
so much sense.
Yeah.
They would complement each other's game dramatically. It's
You know we're missing in the defense, or maybe you guys see it. But I
Pat.
don't
We're
see
missing
it.
Pat.
Besides
I'm
that,
strapping on my skates, boys.
What else is strapping?
that guy with that shot, that PK Subban, that Shea Weber shot,
Yeah.
we were missing. If we had that, man,
That's Bryce.
Bryce has that shot.
He has a crazy shot, man. Super
Sheldon
shot.
Surrey had that.
Sheldon is
Sheldon Surrey is another one.
Wild.
Yeah.
Those were offensive defensemen. Sheldon, PK, very
No,
like
but they had that powerful shot that you were like you were.
Hal Gill, baby.
I'll get it.
Jack has a shot,
Fucking
but I don't know
Yeah, he does.
how potent it is, but
Yeah.
he's got a little bit of a shot.
I think if we had that, especially on a power play, man,
Yeah, gives another dimension instead of
Exactly.
you know.
Who has the best shot right now? It's
Out of the
either
D.
On the D,
Dobson, maybe
On the
Dobson.
D.
Dobson, yeah.
on
Yeah,
the D,
the
what's his name there in Edmonton?
No, on our team.
On our
the
team. On our
Habs.
team.
The Habs.
Yeah, I'd say officially it's probably Jackai who has the strongest shot.
Yeah.
But damn, he doesn't like get it off. Let's just put it that. Dobson is the guy who scores the most that way, type of long shot. That's it pretty much. Struble.
No, it's gonna be.
I would say Dobson. No?
In regards to talent, somebody that you want to keep on the power play, yeah, Dobson. But I think Jackie's got a shot and a half, but you're not gonna put him on your power play. He's your seventh defenseman. He's not somebody that you're expecting offense from.
That's why
You want to shut. He's a shutdown.
Bryce
That's what you
Pickford
want
makes sense. As
Benoit Etienne said Pickford ? Maybe Steve should give him a little rundown.
well, man, Bryce Pickford has I don't know how many goals for the season, but a good 47, 48 for the season.
For defenseman outside, no, I think more than that.
For the whole, okay, there it is, 45. He has 45 goals.
Yes, 83 points for the Medicine Hat Tigers.
Yeah, yes, it's the WHL, but it's very impressive.
Yeah.
That's almost a goal a game.
I thought Pickford was in the Rockets. Oh, he's not there. He's not playing the Rockets.
No. He's
Not yet.
in the juniors.
Still a kid, this guy.
Yeah.
So he's got a nice shot, and on a power play, who knows?
We'll see.
Could
We'll
be
see how they
impressive.
develop these guys.
All right, so we're done. So
Yeah.
That was kind of a apples oranges debate. I find that one. It was I don't get the Lane Hudson, Larry Robinson. I'm sorry. You guys are comparing.
Get out.
You guys are comparing
I kind of agree too, Pat. Honestly,
you guys are comparing a modern defense short versus a
I
6'4".
think what Brian was trying to do-
Tony, who played in the 70s when scoring was high, goalie pads were different. It was and the guy won 6 Stanley Cups. You're comparing Lane Hudson to a guy who won 6 Stanley Cups. It's like comparing Cole Caulfield to Maurice Richard. Like what?
well, he's putting up.
I don't get it.
I think he's just comparing his stats. I'm not. I wouldn't compare him to
I wouldn't compare him.
in his game at all. I think he's just comparing to the feats that he accomplished. I think that's what he was getting at. I understand because
But
I don't
even at
compare them
that-
as players. They're not similar at all.
But even at that, it doesn't sound like they're even comparable. The accomplishments
what you're
because
saying.
it just sounds like you guys were just throwing flowers to Hudson, but yet not really being comparable on the same base with Larry Robinson. Like you guys are forgetting Larry Robinson. It's good to say, throw flowers. Hudson's this. He's young. He's not in his prime. Blah, blah, blah. But he's fucking Larry Robinson. It's like it's not. I don't get that. I don't know. It's just that's the way I see it. I don't get that. I don't get the comparison of like a 6 Stanley Cup winner to Lane Hudson.
But I guess if you
not in his
didn't know who was who, and you just saw the stat sheets, you would say, "Oh, this guy's just as good as Larry Robinson," But yeah, obviously Larry Robinson, it's a totally different game. It was a totally different time. The guy was a giant, Larry Robinson. He had no way that people feared him. Feared him. I remember watching a documentary. Remember back in the day, the Philadelphia, the Broad Street Bullies. They were the only team they feared was Montreal because of Larry Robinson. They were the only team. Obviously, Hudson isn't in spite that fear, but if you just looked at the papers, compared to each paper,
if I was compare,
but that's the thing. The papers are incomplete on the Lane Hudson sign. I find it's like this guy has a stack list of fucking receipts to show, and Hudson
you already hit the same. You already hit the same points.
But they're two different players. Like one is a physical, large presence on the ice, and the other one is quick cutting, skating.
But Larry Robinson wasn't just muscle; he was actually great
skater.
Right.
He was a big D.
He's got a point. He's got a point.
He was a big D, and he played the D game. He shut it down when he came into the D.
He's got a point because Larry Robinson's game is completely different than how Lane Hudson's game is.
Completely different.
I am agreeing with you because in regards to the feats that he accomplished, that's where I see the comparisons. But that's it. Like I was telling you off camera, who I see a better comparison to Lane Hudson is Brian Leach.
Yes.
Brian Leach.
Yes.
That's a good comparison
Yes.
to what you can compare. No?
Yes, I would say Brian Leach is a much better comparison. Brian Leach is yes. Now that I'm thinking of it, it's a much closer game to the way Lane Hudson's.
Yeah.
And Leach has the Stanley Cups, and okay, well, he
We're
doesn't
not-
have.
he's
It
not
doesn't
there yet,
matter.
but
He's not there yet.
the type of
and
game,
that's
the
what
type of player.
I don't want to say. Like just because Larry has 6 Stanley Cup rings, that we should discredit Hudson. I'm with you, Brian. I think on paper maybe he is already higher than Larry Robinson, but it's also you're showing a blank piece of paper with a few stats. And you got this guy's fucking full
Maybe he
page
should have been
history
clear
receipts.
on what he was trying
It's
to.
like I don't see how it's different than comparing Lane Hudson with fucking any other Ray Bork. Let's compare Lane Hudson with Ray Bork just for the fun. It's like
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I don't.
It's like comparing the best wrestlers out there. Let's say you got the shortest guy ever, like Rey Mysterio, and Andre the Giant. Like, they're both wrestlers.
Yeah.
I'm just giving you an analogy.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a little bit all over the place.
All right, sorry, I don't want to off
Your
track too much on
analogies
that.
suck.
I guess
I don't want to off track too much.
I guess also my point. I'm trying to show that when a defenseman show these kind of stats, they were a dynasty.
Yes.
And now we got a defenseman showing these stats, being in Montreal.
It's something to look at.
I get where he was
Definitely.
coming from.
Definitely. Okay.
But this day and age, though, honestly, this was very offensive minded defenses, like in the NHL, super amazing, and like we're changing the actual defense role, and it's not the way it used to be played. Just put it that
For
way.
sure.
And
You're right.
at a time when stay at home was really stay at home.
That's
You know
why
what I
there
mean?
should be 2 trophies for the defensemen.
Yes, but
I agree. I agree, Tony. You're right.
long story
There's
short,
different roles.
Robinson was a beast, and he did impressive things physically on top of offensively.
Yeah.
And with his core of a team was crazy. It was just it was just crazy. So, the points, it just came naturally anyway. It was easy back in the day. They had 70 freaking wins in a season, whatever. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
How do you beat that?
And that can work against Hudson too. Like, not to give too much credit to Larry Robinson, maybe it was kind of easy for him in certain aspects where Hudson has to prove himself because of this lack of size, the lack of fighting in the corners. So he has to make up for that. He has to make up for his grit, his speed, all that. So again, comparison, I get it, but it's two different completely styles of game. But if you're gonna ask me which one's the better one, I like Steve's saying, it's a different style of hockey today.
Yeah.
Larry Robinson wouldn't work out. Having that 6-foot guy, he'd probably be slow in the back with today's players going around him.
Yeah,
So
but
he
the
would
game also changed too.
but that's it. That's what I'm saying. Steve said. He had a good point. The game changed today. So today, Lane Hudson would be better than Larry Robinson at today's game. Put Lane Hudson back in the 70s on the ice, and he would get plowed.
Yeah, he wouldn't be a...
It's not the same. Like Lane Hudson wouldn't survive in the 70s and the 80s as his son.
The physicality, no.
No way. He would.
Pat, you wouldn't survive either. You'd get plowed, but you'd like it, right?
Oh, shit.
Is your mama calling? Drink.
Hey, kids might be watching this
Sorry.
show.
If Tony's
Mommy,
mom
what's
was
plowing?
But it's true what Steve said, though.
Yeah.
All joking aside, the position has evolved so much. Like,
It is.
why do we have 2 trophies for offensive players for
I think it makes
the
sense, yeah.
heart, and we have the Selke for the best defensive player, but we can't have 2 trophies for the defensemen. Doesn't make
Well,
sense.
it's because a defenseman's not supposed to be offensive. A defenseman is
Yeah, but-
supposed to play defense.
But
But that's kind of the criteria right now
but as
for
a
winning
forward
one.
who backchecks and does that 200-foot game, that's looked more upon. That's wow, you should be rewarded for being that player.
yeah,
More
but
than
what's it called again? It's slipping my mind. The
Norris.
The
The
Norris. It's supposed to be for the best defenseman, but most of the time it goes to the defenseman who's got the most
points.
offensive scoring. It shouldn't be that way.
No.
Look when
That's
Carlson
true.
won
Oh,
it.
you're right.
Look when Subban won it. They're not very great defensively. So give it like Makar
Good point.
does both, which is fantastic. But Bouchard is in the running this year when he's leading at the NHL in defensemen in points. But he's shit defensively. I wouldn't. He's not very reliable defensively. He gets most of his points in the power play. Come on.
I think
it should
it
be
does
to
make
the,
sense.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because why should a defensive the main like it's probably not the main criteria, but a lot of the criteria when you're voting on the defenseman, people look at the points, and you can't.
You don't see the blocks. You don't see
it.
You don't see the little things that defenseman did to keep the scoreboard the way it was.
Exactly.
But I mean, you don't see
and
what
as
the
a
goal
defenseman,
is.
you should be looking at the plus minuses.
Patu's the best defenseman ever.
Block shots. I think that's important when you're looking.
Patu's the best defenseman ever. Come on.
What?
I'm putting you on the spot.
Who?
You have to say who is the best defenseman ever.
Bobby Orr.
There you go. For sure.
By far.
By far.
Best
And he's a
defenseman.
Bruin. You're lucky.
But I almost said Ray Bork, but I was like, no,
Bobby
his
Orr.
idol is Bobby. And
Bobby
then Ray.
Orr, man. And they should name a trophy after him.
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Uh-huh.
No?
Yeah,
All right.
Call.
All right. So we hit the final.
All right.
Any new messages?
Do this.
Bobby Orr was defensive.
It was.
Hey.
Yes, he
Yeah,
was. And the guy could score like an offensive juggernaut. Put him on the first line. He would score just as much as anyone else,
He
man.
would
You
carry
ever
the
see
puck
some of his
with,
videos?
yeah, man, he carried the puck.
That's why I consider him the best defenseman ever to play the game.
Yeah.
Bobby Orr, for sure.
I see Hudson carrying the puck though, like him sometimes through the ice.
No,
You don't see him when he cuts up through the
Bobby
ice.
Orr. It's Bobby Orr.
No. But it's because his size. Bobby Orr was he looked like a brick wall when he was carrying the puck.
He had everything.
Yeah.
Bobby.
To drive the net. The guy, no, one end to the
Didn't
other.
even finish a career. Imagine if he would have.
All right. So, before we do the next round, should we do it in the order of the standings? What do you guys think?
Oh, just do if we're doing the Eastern, just do by division. They start with the Atlantic, then do the Metropolitan, and then do the.
But what order?
Huh?
Order.
Okay, by the standings, I guess.
Starting from the top.
Yeah, do the Atlantic.
I was thinking doing the conference or starting from the bottom.
Okay, you could do that. Yeah, do that. You could do that. Yeah, same thing.
All right, let's do that. All right, guys. So this is a little idea Steve came up with. We're gonna little breakdown before I go into the introduction. Each of us are gonna go around, and we're gonna say 3 words that pretty much describe the season of each team right now. And we're gonna start off with today. We're just gonna do the Eastern Conference. We're gonna go around the table and say 3 words that kind of symbolize or paint a picture of how the team did this season.
So we'll do one each, let's say, about the same.
One word each?
Like, and I mean,
1 to 3, 4 words each. 1 to 3.
we'll do Carolina, each one of us, and then we go to the next team. Make sense?
No, he's gonna start with New York.
Yeah, but he's saying for each team, we all say 3 words each.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
All right. Yeah, let me start off with the thing. All right, guys. If you guys have any other words, let us know in the chat, okay? If you guys want to add some words. All right, so if you have to describe...
We can explain if it needs to be why we say that, right? Or just the words.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions why you picked that word or disagree with it, yeah, jump in. If you have to describe the season of every Western Conference team in just 3
Eastern
words...
Conference team, no?
Oh, yes, we decided we changed it now.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah. Pat missed the memo on that.
We can go with the Western if you guys want.
Okay. Let me restart this. Sorry. If you had to describe the season of every Eastern Conference team in just 3 words, what would they be? The NHL season is long, chaotic, and full of twists, but sometimes you can boil it down to just 3 words, or we're going to try at least. From contenders to rebuilds, every Eastern Conference team had its own narrative, so we're putting ourselves to the test. 3 words per team, no overthinking. Let's go. Who wants to start? Let's go start Tony, I'll go me, and then Pat will go last.
Okay, the Rangers, significant downturn or downfall.
Rangers.
Okay, so the 3 words is a sentence. I thought it was 3 individual words. That's what I thought. Okay, sorry.
It could be just to explain what there. I just chose about a word or 2 or maybe 3, maybe sometimes 4 words to explain in general their whole season and the whole. So I said significant downturn because their top 6 scoring regressed. Their special teams are no good anymore, and they weren't able to replace all the depth that they had on the team when they lost. What's his name there?
George.
Panarin and everyone else. So they just kept faltering.
Yeah.
So a significant downturn.
Okay.
That's my
It's
reason.
way more than 3
This
words,
is way
Tony.
too long, guys.
I was giving an
idea.
That's 6 paragraphs.
Three freaking words.
I was giving an
Over
explanation on those
Shit.
2 words. So, but
Don't explain nothing, guys.
Okay, no explanation.
Let's have fun with it.
Okay.
All right, I just have like 3 words, no
Yes.
sending. Disappointing, disjointed, and underachieving. That's what I got.
That's good.
Okay.
I like
Yeah,
this
it's good.
joint thing.
My turn?
Mhm.
It's New York Rangers. You got need total reset. A total reset.
Definitely,
Mm.
definitely.
Yes, I agree. Pat?
Oh my god. I'm gonna go with
You can do one
Total-
word, Pat.
total upset because I mean it's kind of the elephant in the room that they were a hot team. The Panarin leaving, they totally changed. I'm gonna keep it as just I'm surprisingly upset at where they are.
Okay.
I have nothing more to add. There's nothing more to beat on them. I think they're already beat at their lowest right now. They're just morally shot.
3 words.
Sorry.
Yeah, we said 3
For
words, Pat, okay?
Forio says, boys.
It looks like you said you weren't prepared, but
Sorry. I'm running on the fly. I'm going with pure emotion here.
Okay, who's next?
And wait a sec.
Okay.
Can I interrupt here? And Forio has a good one. Special needs team. Perfect.
So
Good
if
job,
we're gonna
bud.
pick a winner, we're giving this point to the comments.
Yes, the comments
Yeah,
wins
that's
out.
actually-
Good for you. Special needs team.
All right,
man.
next.
good one. I like it.
I could have
And
given
everyone
down
else,
to Toronto,
join
though.
in. This is fun. All right, next we got Toronto Maple Leafs.
Special needs team. No, I'm kidding.
So, severe underachievement.
Yeah, I got disappointing, unstable because of the front office firing
How are
everybody,
you doing?
and they need a hard reset.
Total system failure. Total system.
Oh, yeah.
Total
that's a good
system failure.
Yeah. Ciao. Screw them.
I like man, Toronto. I don't want to trash them. Scrutinized. They get shit on. I'm gonna
But
say
you're explaining their season.
total flop.
Okay.
Total flop.
Yeah.
That's the way I see Toronto. Just total flop.
We have perennial losers.
I like that. You're on fire. I like you.
You win again.
2 for 2.
2 for 2 in the chat.
But good
Furio
job, man.
pulled out his thesaurus over here.
Jesus.
Perennial losers.
Careful if you're
All right.
Tony's not good with those kind of words.
That's very good.
You're gonna have to give me your
Mouth.
basic.
All right, we got Florida Panthers next.
Florida.
Unexpected regression year. That's my take on their season.
Ryan.
Very unexpected. No?
Sorry.
Under expected?
Yeah.
Unexpected regression year.
Oh, unexpected regression.
Yeah, with the injuries and stuff. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna skip.
I'm gonna skip. All
I'm
right.
gonna skip.
Oh, all right. I had 2.
My notes
actually.
got messed up here.
I have 2, so I'll do shocking playoff miss, and the one that I want to say is champions fall hard. Champions fall
Mhm.
hard.
They fall hard. The bigger you are, the harder they fall.
Mhm. It's surprising though. Surprising.
Who's next?
I'm gonna go physical upset. Just because they're a physical dominant team that I just
That's a
thought
good
they
one.
would have brought him in. Their physicality. I thought they had that grit, and they kind of dropped that, and it kind of exposes them that if they don't have that physicality, they don't have anything. They're just not going to carry them far. I
Freaking Manny.
like Florida.
Freaking Manny was right, man.
What?
We made a video about Florida's dynasty. He predicted that they weren't going to do good. He was right. We had a video of Manny.
What a jerk.
Manny
man,
called
that
it. All right, next is what do we got?
guy. The Devils.
The Devils.
Don't need one.
Yeah.
Furrier doesn't need one. They're that bad. They're that disappointing. There's no words. New Jersey Devils.
Defensive collapse.
Defensive collapse.
Yes. That explains their season. Good T.
Okay.
I have roller coaster because they had high hopes but met with uneven results. Fast, and they have a young roster, so they put maturing. So they're still maturing. They're still in the oven baking.
All right. The Devils, we got speed without substance.
Yeah,
Speed
no substance.
without substance. That's all they are.
I agree on the speed. I'm going to say speed too. Volatile. They're up and down. They're a bit everywhere.
Inconsistent.
Panthers became
Inconsistent.
Cougars.
I like that one. I like that one. Inconsistent.
Panthers became Cougars.
Shit.
We got the New York Islanders.
Me?
Yeah.
Underwhelming campaign.
Okay.
Hold on.
Very
I
underwhelming.
put defensive, limited, and they're grinding.
Triple B. I have boring but brutal. Whatever. That's just they are that type of team. You know, it's a little boring, man. But
Are they in a rebuild mode or
no,
no?
they're in a rebuild mode. I think they just got to get their shit together.
Islanders.
Yeah, they're in a
Islanders.
rebuild mode, yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Oh man, I forgot my. What was I going to say? I had my 3 words. It was something revolving around like a team basing themselves around one person. A one person.
One pony show?
Yeah, well, it was something like a one pony show. It was
One-man
basically. I feel like I watched a lot of Islanders games especially when they were winning and they were powerhouses, and it was all because of Schaefer. Schaefer drove that team, and I feel like in those games that I saw them winning, if Schaefer was just eliminated, what kind of team would have been
that's
left?
true.
I don't think they would be in 12th place. Definitely not.
No, they would have been way lower.
One trick
Exactly.
pony.
One trick pony.
Yeah.
I'm
There
gonna
you go.
with
One
that.
trick pony.
One trick pony.
I like that.
I'm gonna take a little break. New guy, Zach Cruthers. Hello. Do you respond in chat? Lane Hudson or Jake Sanderson?
Oh,
Little off thing, but what do you guys quick?
Lane.
Let's make the Habs.
Lane.
Lane.
Lane all the
Jake?
way.
Who's Jake?
All the
And-
way. Not
Yeah,
even
no,
a
I'm gonna go
not
with
even
Lane.
a debate.
And Furio's killing him, man. Still missing Bossy.
That is perfect. That is so good.
Still missing
He's
boss.
so good. These 3 words too. I love it.
Good job, bud.
That's great.
You're winning it, man.
Still
tonight.
missing
bad.
bossy.
Yeah.
We're being brutal to teams that, you know, are not really that bad. They were still in the hunt
Yeah.
until the end. It's not like they were the bottom of the league. But
Oh.
yeah, that's funny.
So next we got Columbus.
Columbus.
Tony.
I'll give them respectable improvement.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give them that.
I put turbulent, inexperienced, and reconstructing.
I got chaos breeds hope. So
Chaos breeds hope.
there's a bit of chaos in there, and you see,
Well, that coaching went off.
yeah, the coach kind of like said, you know, these guys, if you want me to stick around, it's got to change here. And so, anyway, I hope for them. Like I like the Columbus Blue Jackets, so it's an interesting team.
I'm gonna say I see them as a rebuilding and a developing team right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna call them. They're more in development. I don't know what their future holds, but they're definitely rebuilding their team right now. They're not at the bottom, but they got to work on it. They're not out.
Okay, next. Great.
Competitive, but just short.
Oh,
I put ascending, optimistic, disciplined.
I don't agree with that.
Well, why don't you? Which one? None of them?
No, because they came out so strong, and then they freaking just faltered throughout the year. They were not disciplined at all. They were not. No, they They have a lot to
Improve on.
Yeah. They're very inconsistent. Very inconsistent.
Yeah.
Especially with all the moves that they did on the trade deadline. And they didn't get nowhere. It shows the inconsistency and the holes.
I think
They were the top of the league at the beginning of the season.
They were
And
competitive. They were a competitive team, but they gassed out.
And they fell short.
And they gassed out. Yeah, they fell short. Not gassed out. I would say, they fell short. Yeah.
Okay, so mine would be Heartbreak at Midnight. So they screwed up, man.
Yeah.
You know? Cinderella. Little Cinderella team.
So does that mean Yzerman is not perfect?
Yzerman?
I thought he was gonna really build that. What he did with Tampa and everything.
I think he went too hard to try and get trades and stuff. It didn't work out for him.
I don't know if his time there is done.
Pat, you have any comments on Detroit?
They were a competitive team, but they fell short.
Okay. Washington Capitals, Tony.
Late season revival.
Late season revival, yeah.
That's a good way to explain their season.
I put declining legacy, and they're transitioning now.
Mm-hmm.
Transitioning from Ovi, the great Ovi, to the future.
Well, they like a lot of their veterans, like Ovi's going to be going, Carlson, they're all slowly walking out. I mean, Washington. What would I say about Washington? I like yours. They
Late season.
Yeah, late season Euros. They basically came through.
It explains their season to a T. Man, they started off really bad.
No, I wanted to give them credit because of the way they're playing. Exactly, the opposite of Detroit.
The opposite of Detroit.
That's right.
That should have been opposite of Detroit.
Opposite of Detroit.
That's
My 3 words. Shotgun.
Shotgun.
My 3 words, guys.
It's good, that.
My 3 words is actually a question. Ovi's final stand, right?
Oh,
That's going to be his last one?
is it?
I don't know.
That's another topic.
It is another topic.
Ottawa Sens. Tony.
No, it's Philadelphia, no?
Is it?
Yeah, Philadelphia.
Okay, sorry.
Really?
Overachieving resurgence. They got through, but they overachieved for the type of team that they have. So
I put resetting, scrappy, and rebuilding.
Okay. Pure, unadulterated chaos.
I was going to say chaotic.
Yeah, they're a little bit crazy.
I was going to say
guys.
chaotic on that one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that.
All right, Pittsburgh Penguins.
veteran playoff push. I think if it wasn't for their veterans, they wouldn't be where they are now.
Of all those teams, they are the veteran playoff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what other hockey team? No, Tampa. Tampa has a good.
But you can't compare Tampa's veterans to their veterans.
No.
Older.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't expect that from Pittsburgh. Their veterans freaking put everything on their shoulders and they ran with it, man. What an impressive rush. Especially he was hurt after the Olympic break, Crosby.
Yeah.
All right, Bri, go ahead.
I put aging, fading, crossroads.
Ooh.
We're at a crossroads now.
Freaking rough. Poor Pittsburgh, eh? Pittsburgh, I got Legends Last Dance. Legends Last Dance.
That's a good one. I like that very much.
Yeah, it's good. I like this one too.
You guys just told me it was supposed to be like a sentence. I thought it was just like 3 words
for me. But
well, it's got to be
like
3 words that can describe their season in a whole. You know?
Yeah, but you guys all did like in a clever 3-word Crosby's Heroes. But for
Crosby's, yeah.
That's a good one too. Crosby's Heroes.
Mm-hmm.
How did you say it?
I'm gonna go with competitive and resilient. They're a competitive team and they're resilient.
Yes, resilient.
I don't want to go too much on your veteran because you hit that point on, and I just wanted to really like not use yours and add onto yours. But I agree with what you said.
Thank you.
And like to add in with the competitiveness, and they are a resilient team. That nothing, like you said, they're old and like they're still giving it all.
Well, their veterans were so resilient.
Exactly.
So, okay,
That's it.
appreciate it.
Senators.
Yes.
Late season surge.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You guys are mostly talking about like towards the end, right?
The whole season has
The whole season in general.
Okay, 'cause,
they were up and down, but their last push.
When you guys are talking, you guys are mostly talking about like the last month, surging and doing the last minute thing.
What justifies?
Yeah, it's good. But
if
you guys,
there's a surge, it's because the first half was slow. So if otherwise,
so
we wouldn't be
explains the
saying
first
they're a
half
surging
and
team,
explains the end of the, and then explains it
I
also.
tried to pick words that try and encompass the whole season. So like maybe if they're inconsistent in the beginning, like I put for Ottawa, they're frustrated, they're adjusting, they're inconsistent.
But the reason I said that is because late season surge, you can say that. Okay,
no, I get it.
Because it also made them put them into the playoffs. They were shit in the beginning. They pushed, and now they're in the playoffs. So that explains their season as a whole. That's how I thought about it.
Yeah, makes sense. Steve,
That's my turn. Okay. Believe the hype for Ottawa.
You really think there's a hype?
Well, listen. They're, and not that I like Ottawa all that much, but they have a little hype that's behind them, of course. So is it time? Is it time for them to get a little love here? I don't know.
I want to call them young. They're a young team, but then again, the Habs are a young team too. So it's.
They're the youngest,
but then again, it's not a bad thing.
They're not
to be
that young, Ottawa. Compared to
well,
not compared. There's Montreal, Anaheim, San Jose, all younger than Ottawa. I think Detroit might be even younger than Ottawa, or maybe not.
Okay. So,
all right.
the Habs.
Russian?
No, we're missing.
Bruins. Yeah, the Bruins. I tried to sneak past them.
Solid but unspectacular.
Ooh. I put competitive. They're retooling and they're steady.
I got defying father time. They're past their bedtime, these guys.
They still want to stay awake.
Yeah.
They're big, they're bad, and they're the boss.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, but they're big, man.
Be honest, come on.
No,
they're a boring season. They were just
what?
They were solid, but they were very
a boring season. Who would have thought the Bruins
were just
where
solid.
they are in 5th place right now? I'm gonna smack the what?
Oh shit!
Hold on. Weren't the Bruins and the Canadiens having the same season? Shitty first half and slowly
they were just solid, but they had solid goaltending. But their goaltending was their scoring decline.
Shit with Montembeault.
Come on, be honest.
I can't wait to get the Canadiens.
Their system.
Motherfucker.
They had a solid system. They were which kept them solid all year. With the decline of their scoring, got them where they were. So they were very boring, but solid enough to stay where they were. That's how I see the Bruins. That they weren't an exciting team to watch. Come on.
I'm gonna change my words. I'm gonna call them surprising.
They weren't
because there was a lot of guys on the team, the geeky, all those guys. No one expected these guys to step up and be the star players that they are now.
It's a very structured play.
Let's meet halfway.
Yes.
Don't fucking call them boring.
Okay, 4 more teams, guys. 4 more teams. Let's get into this.
Wait, before
it's not over. The next team is the Habs.
Emforio says now on Vialis. I think that's too pasta.
I used to like you.
That's good.
Stings. All right, Montreal.
Montreal, major step forward. That's all I'll give them.
I put transitional, youthful, evaluating.
I put kids are all right.
All right. That's a good one. Here you go. Pat.
Montreal. All right. Let's be genuine with I'm going right off the cuff. Fast, young,
Talented.
I'm looking for an insult here. I'm like,
What's
man,
insult?
no,
Just explain
no,
their
they're
season
fast.
as a whole.
They're fast. They're young.
Potential.
Potential.
Okay.
I
All
like
right,
it.
Good.
That's it. That's fair. Young, fast
You're
potential.
welcome.
Next.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Consistently elite again.
Yeah.
Okay.
You stole it. I was gonna go elite. Just
I put aging, strategic, resilient.
I put dynasty refusing to die.
veteran, experienced powerhouse.
That's good. Very good.
I love the Bruins, but I'm a Montrealer. That's what the info is. And Buffalo.
See, I love Montreal. No, I love the
Buffalo. Breakout division champs. That's what I give them. Breakout season and end up being division champs. So it explains their because
man, 3 words. Buffalo. I want to give them credit on the trade deadline. Like trade deadline's fucking masters, but overall season. See, Buffalo had a huge transition. They had like their first half of the season, they had the trade deadline, and now they got the run right after, which was 3-part story. Man, with no playoff experience.
Well, while you're thinking, I'll just say my 3 words. I'll go emerging, confident, and dangerous.
I like emerging.
Yeah,
I like dangerous.
emerged. Because they've been emerging for 14 years.
Exactly. My 3 words: drought. 3 words: drought. Finally over.
Playoffs
We'll see.
Finally over.
We'll see.
The
We'll
playoffs,
see.
at least.
We'll see.
The playoffs. They
Okay,
made it to the
okay,
fucking
okay.
playoffs.
How about inconsistent?
Yeah. Well,
No.
Buffalo? You think
no.
they've been consistent their whole year?
Since December? Yeah, they
Brian's
so they-
question was we had to find words of their whole year. That's it. If you put their
Okay,
whole year
I'll
together,
give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
like I'm just remember this. Let's see how they play in the playoffs. Let's see if they're gonna hold this
Okay,
run and be
yeah.
like, no, they changed. They're good after the trade. They go for the cup. But
Okay,
if
I'll
they
give you
just
that.
flop, we'll see.
Inferior wrote losing their charge. I think that's for the Bolts, for the Lightning. And
Losing their charge.
desperately
that.
seeking playoffs. Is that for Buffalo?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
desperately seeking the playoffs.
For sure. They needed this big time.
I agree.
And the last one?
Carolina.
The Canes.
Dominant wire to wire. They're consistent all year. In regards to the way they play, they were on top of their division and the conference all year. Dominant
Yeah.
wire to wire.
Yeah. I put consistent, tactical, and underappreciated.
Oh, I like that one. Underappreciated.
I don't know if they were underappreciated, but
Yeah.
I
they're
think
not feared. Yeah, okay, I could see that. Yeah.
I think when you watch Carolina play, you're like, oh shit, okay. they come in hard.
Oh, that's funny.
That 70s show.
Carolina.
Mine is relentless, suffocating, predatory.
They are suffocating.
Relentless. Systematic. And oh man, I see it. I'm like that heavy, that pushing game, the
Defensive forechecking.
defensive forechecking. That's good.
Defensive and very defensive, and
And
they're a heavy
Yep.
forechecking team.
They're just constant. Yeah.
That's it. We did it.
Yeah.
We did it. A little
We did
longer
it
than
in
expected.
32 minutes.
It should have been like 3 minutes.
Bam, 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 rapid fire.
But we talked a little bit. It's good.
Yeah, but I expected that. I expected
Yeah.
a little chit chat. All right, guys. Whoever, I still like watching Montreal grow during the 70s. Weren't even born, so
Yeah.
we didn't get to witness that dynasty.
No.
Well, at least we got to witness them win a cup, 2 cups at least.
2, yes.
Yeah. All right, guys, that's it.
Well, the first one was.
Thank you, chat room.
We were 6 years old.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, but I remember
I don't
Buzz,
remember
the
that
buzz.
one.
Hearing
I
about
don't
it.
remember that one.
Yeah, I remember
the
hearing
buzz.
about it. Yeah. All right. Then that's it, guys. Guys, thanks for the chat. And Furio. What happened to Benoit? Benoit, I don't know if Benoit's still there. Furio, thanks for keeping active the chat. We appreciate it. It was awesome, your 3 words.
Yeah.
And you made us laugh. And thanks for much, everyone else who's watched and will be watching us in the coming days. We invite you all to come back every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern for another lively and Habs conversation. Until then, stay passionate and keep the love for the game alive.
He made us laugh, and I made Pat cry.
You should also mention our MMA
Love you,
channel for the people that might be interested in here.
That's true.
What?
Yeah, I should do that.
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
Mention the MMA.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. So usually every after Thursday, we're a little late, but usually around 10 o'clock we switch to MMA sports. So if you guys like watching UFC and MMA fighting, come check us out. We're at that Checkin Ringside. Search in the. Actually, we should put the link in the future, but
Sure.
just search Checkin Ringside, and you'll see us in about 15 minutes doing our next show. Thank you, guys. Have a good night.